And
We're live.
hi, everybody. Welcome. This is my dream team or my MLSP dream team. So happy that you're here and that you're joining us. We are a group of entrepreneurs who are have our own businesses. We came together last year and we just started to um, host weekly webinars on training, marketing training, online marketing training for home business owners to help them succeed and help them learn the tricks of the trade. Basically, we have with us Scott, Mr. Scott Lindstrom. Say hi.
Hey everybody.
And we have Mr. Miguel Fuentes.
What's up, guys? How's it? How's everybody going? This is exciting, guys. I know this is probably not the spot, but you know what? Scott has just made a major change in his life recently. I'm
Yes.
super pumped about. I have to talk about it. I'm sorry, Scott, but dude, that's freaking cool. What you got going on over there? Um, you'll have to ask him about it later. But I just wanted to
Yes, he
clear
has
that
a
out there.
huge surprise for you. He just built it to us, but he has a huge surprise. We're super excited for him, and he also has an amazing presentation for us. He's going to show us the tricks of blogging, how to be a pro at blogging. I personally know that Scott is a pro at blogging, and anytime I need like a techie answer or I have a techie question, I know that Scott knows the answer. So I hope you have a pen and pencil because you're definitely gonna need it.
Absolutely. Scott has been blogging for a while, and I know he's definitely the guy that I turn to whenever I need a little bit of help with something or there's some question that I don't know. And mostly because I know I can just straight up message him, and he's just going to be like, dude, go here and do that. I'm like, awesome. Thanks. It's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
So, guys, if you're struggling with your blog or you don't have a blog, um, stay tuned. If you don't have a blog yet that's out online that you're posting content to, that's helping you create your authority, you definitely want to start your blog soon. You can even start tonight. Because as being a member of My Lead System Pro, like Samantha, myself, and Scott, we all have blogs. We all have blogs, and it's absolutely included in the price of our memberships. And that means hosting. That means having your. It's just incredible. All of the plugins are available to you. There's guides, set up step-by-step instructions on how to set it up. I like to message Scott, but you could watch all the videos and learn how to do it if you don't want to message Scott as well. So if you don't have a blog yet, if you need a blog, now's the time. Wherever you're watching this at, make sure you grab that link, fill out the form. Whatever membership level you come in at My Lead System Pro includes a blog. That's your authority. That is your content. That's your home. That's where people will find you. That's where they will share. They will come to you when they know that you're an authority. So, I mean, I love that idea. I do it myself. I blog all the time. Scott blogs all the time. He helps me blog. He helps Samantha blog. And tonight he's going to show us some of his tips, his tricks, and just I'm super excited. I'm ready to go, Scott. Let's do
I
this.
just want yes.
Go
I
ahead,
just
Sam.
I just wanted to add something really quickly. Like Miguel said, My Lead System Pro actually offers like a blog, the blog platform hosting, and you can literally have your blog set up in like, well, it depends, but 30 minutes maybe. You have everything step by step on how to do everything, how to get set up. There's videos on everything. So you don't have to like go and search, YouTube or go and search on other websites. You literally have everything set up. All the videos are there for you. And so, like Miguel said, you do need a blog because even if you're in social media and you're marketing on social media, that is not yours. You don't own social media. So believe it or not, there are people that have been their accounts have been shut down, or they've been um, they just things happen. And so if you have a blog, you have a website, that is your home, that is yours. You can do anything. You don't have that stress of oh, what happens if this or what happens if it gets shut down, you won't have that. So it's always, always, always a good idea to have a blog, a website where people can go to and where they can find you, no matter what happens to any of the other social media platforms. So, are you ready?
Well said, Samantha. Appreciate that.
All right. Well, good night, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the My Dream Team webinar, and I just want to go ahead and give this back over props to my team, Samantha Rodriguez over there. She's a hardworking individual. Thank you for that introduction, Samantha. And my wingman, Miguel. You know, I got to tell you that I work with a great bunch of online entrepreneurs, and I am blessed to be in such a great community where when you actually need help, the help is right there. So I want to encourage anybody, if you happen to be watching the live stream on this, if you have a question, go ahead and put in the questions box. Shoot any one of us over a Facebook message. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions at the end of the webinar or during it if we can, and get your questions answered for you. And if you happen to be listening to this on the podcast, then by all means, be sure to go ahead and reach out to us and on our Facebook pages or the like, and we'll go ahead and answer your questions. No problem. So anyway, I want to just jump into this, but first I just want to just tell everybody a little bit about me and my background. You know, I've been in the internet marketing industry now since about 2010. And, you know, prior to that, I actually go back as far as 1998 with my first MLM. And, you know, it was a really wild ride. And, you know, I was told, just like everybody else in MLM, to go ahead and bug your friends and family, create your list, do everything that you are told to do, and then ultimately fall flat on my face, only to walk away from that industry entirely writing it off as a scam. You know, if you didn't make it, you know, chances are 99% of the people that join MLMs fail because they run out of actual ways to actually market to people. And, you know, after I just fell flat on my face, I went back to a regular job. I went back to school. But I had the entrepreneurial bug. I knew somewhere deep down inside of me that this thing actually worked because people were making money. People were succeeding. Why were they succeeding? Because they were doing something different. And henceforth, I got involved with online marketing. And since then, I've been seeing success. And so it doesn't matter if you've got an internet network marketing business or if you happen to go ahead and have a brick and mortar business. The system works, and it can help you in your business. So one of the main things that I want to go ahead and talk about tonight is blogging. Now, if you don't have a blog, that's okay. Miguel over here showed in one of our previous videos, in about 10 minutes, he had an entire blog set up with about 5 or 6 clicks, I think it was. Wasn't it, Miguel?
It was pretty quick. I had the framework, the structure put in place really, really fast. And I got to be honest, you know what struck me the most about that whole thing? I don't know if anybody's ever built a blog. I built one from the ground up, and I kind of just, it was painful. I'm just going to say that. It was extremely painful. Like, I paid for extra services that I didn't really understand that I needed. But when I set up my sites blog with My Lead System Pro, it was like 4 or 5 clicks. The framework was up there. I was ready to start adding my images and start blogging. So way easier.
Absolutely. Now, MLSP just made this whole thing roll out with sites, which basically, when you become a member within MLSP, they give you a blog. Now, we're talking about the latest plugins, the best themes, and a secured blog with the HTTPS for secured, which I got to tell you, if you're a techie, is very difficult and hard to set up. So they have all these great things for us, and the blog is essentially your home base. This is where, you know, you're creating content, but basically you're sending people back to your home. And with Facebook pixels and retargeting, and you know, the lead bait offers and tripwires and all this other fancy mumbo, it's just literally like almost impossible that you know, you can actually just create something, and if you're consistent over time and you use some keywords and you structure it correctly, you will be found on Google without a doubt. And that's what I wanted to share with everybody tonight is I had a great presentation. Okay, I dropped my computer; it totally broke, so I'm on another computer. But we're just going to go ahead and proceed forward with this, just as if everything was just completely normal. So let me head on over to my dashboard over here. So let me do a screen share. All right, can everybody see my dashboard?
We got you.
10-4. All right. So as you can see on here, I've got a basic blog set up. This is basically the back end of a regular blog for WordPress, and I am actually created a post that I want to show you exactly how simple the steps are and why I do the things I do. Okay, and by actually you seeing this and going through this with me, you can see just how easy this is. And for everybody, it's a little bit different. Now, I've been trained. I've been on Mark Harbert's pro blogging course, done through Ray Higdon. I've learned from the SEO guru Rob Four, Terrence Williams. So I've taken the best of the best bloggers out there, and I've combined a lot of their stuff, and I've created my own style that works really good for me. I just was on an awesome webinar with Mark Harbert, and he did a video marketing funnel this past Wednesday. Now, I want to let everybody know that every single Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we have a My Lead System Pro webinar that is for everybody. So you can come here and actually be trained for free by the actual top marketers out there. And he actually did a great review of his 4-part marketing funnel formula for video marketing. So all I did was, while we were actually on the actual webinar, I took some notes down, and then I actually created a blog. Now, I normally send out a blog at least once a week. I actually do 2 blogs a week. I take the video that we're actually going to be doing here with my dream team, and I turn that into a blog on another blog, and then I actually take a blog from the Wednesday webinar usually, and I turn it into a blog. Now, if you'll notice here, I've got the title, Video Marketing 4-Part Marketing Formula. It could use some work. The title is very important, okay? There's a lot of important things throughout this blog that we need to look at. I've already spell checked it, so I want to show you the raw blog, okay? And basically how I'm going to go ahead and really briefly just go through this blog, put a couple of tweaks on it, and send it out, syndicate it, and get it out on Google. And actually, probably before the end of the actual webinar, I'll actually have some likes, comments. Well, not, yeah, I'll probably have some likes and comments on it. Video marketing 4-part marketing formula. Miguel, you want to go ahead and jump in here, bud, and go ahead, or Samantha, and give me an idea for that past webinar with My Lead System Pro.
Give you an idea
of the title of this blog.
Let's see here. 4-part. Let's see. What's the keyword there, Scott?
See, that's the whole part. Let me go over here.
I remember, I believe it was it Michael or Kay that showed us the Advanced Marketing Institute?
Okay.
Like, that's where I usually go to set up my titles.
Oh, yes, that's right, the whole title thing.
Right. I think the last, I always like to put some fun stuff in there. In the titles of my blog, just so they pop a little bit, just so they kind of stand out when you search, you see that title, you're like, oh, that seems interesting. So what do you got for the keyword there, bud?
I would like to go ahead and use video marketing.
Video marketing. How about video marketing that will, no, let's see. Video marketing that doesn't suck. No.
Video marketing formula.
Ultimate video marketing formula.
Mm, the best video marketing.
You know what? You know, a lot of people really do like the simple terms, like simple words. Like even the word simple seems very attractive because it,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
with blogging, like you could say the very simple marketing video formula. I've already forgot the keyword. Uh, so a simple four-part video marketing formula.
There you go. And
Yeah.
now that we got that,
Yeah, I mean that pops. I mean, you go out there, you see that. I mean, blogging's kind of complicated. Some people don't get it, you know. And you know, if you make something simple and easy, like I remember, if you guys remember, when Ray Higdon was talking about bagged lettuce, how you know anyone could figure this stuff out on their own, and you could go to the store and you could buy a head of lettuce, and it would be cheaper than buying the bagged stuff. But you buy the bagged stuff because it's already chopped, it's already cut, it's ready to go into your food, and it's in a bag, and it's easy and it's convenient. So definitely, you know, using that idea, just conglomerate all that stuff into like one post or one thing and just package it. Love it. What are you looking for now, Scott?
I'm actually right now looking for the one video. Oh, you gotta mute up for just a second, buddy. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm actually looking back at, so I can actually find a picture of myself for the bottom of the video that is going to identify me as the ideal marketer. And I have one video, one picture of myself that I always like to use. This one right here. And
Oh, you're so
I'm going
handsome.
to insert that in. Oh, thanks, man.
That was a fun time. Was that Live the Dream 6?
Yes, it was, my friend. It was. That was at the little booth right there where you could actually have your picture taken, where everybody has it done at.
Right. I
So,
remember when we kind of met, I actually didn't see you for the whole weekend.
I was just running all over the place, getting with everybody and doing videos. All right, so what I want to do right here is I want to go ahead and edit this picture, and you'll notice when I edit this picture, I have this little thing right here where I can actually link to a custom URL. Now, you got to understand, people like to click on pictures inside your blog post. So it's important to always link your pictures to something, either the promotional value or the promotion that you're trying to offer, the product or service you're trying to offer, or in this case, what I want to do is I want to link it to my Facebook page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go on over to my Facebook page real quick, and I've got to find my page. Give me a second. I got too many windows open.
So you're linking that to your fan page is what you're
Yes.
doing there. Is you're going to your fan page and you're just putting
Copying this.
Cool. See, that's a clever idea. I'd never thought of that before. Do you
Pasting
get
it.
a lot of likes from doing that? Because I mean,
Absolutely.
obviously,
I get new followers and subscribers.
yeah, because that's a really smart thing to do because you get traffic to your blog. It's like, why pay for Facebook traffic too when you can just do one set of traffic?
Now, you see, the one thing that's missing in this is I need to actually put a featured image in here. Now, the featured image is what is going to be seen the first time they land on your blog, or whenever a new person actually is searching through Google Images and it just so happens to come onto your blog. This is very key, very important. Now, there's a program that I like to use. All the marketers use it. It's all the rage. It's Canva. Do you use Canva?
Oh yeah, I do a ton of stuff with Canva. I love Canva. It's fun. It's easy. And guys, just as an added little tip, especially if you're going to be doing some blogging and making custom images, um, unsplash.com is a great resource for royalty-free like background images. That's unsplash.com, and also pexels.com, Pexels. Those are two great places. I go to those two spots all the time, download images, and I'm able to like overlay onto those images to make my blog images, make Instagram posts, make Facebook posts, make all kinds of stuff. And Canva is one of those really awesome tools that you can use to just upload those images straight into Canva and just go right over the top of them. You don't even have to pay the buck per image that Canva is charging.
What were the websites?
Pexels.com, like Pexels.com, and unsplash.com. Yeah, those are the two places I spend a lot of time. And also, guys, if you're mobile, and like if you're like me and you like to do a lot of mobile, like creating images on mobile, God, Scott always has the best images. He does. But guys, if you're
I wanted to be a
mobile,
graphic designer when I grew up, but I think
what's
I found
that?
my calling. I wanted to be a graphic designer.
Ah, fancy. But just so we don't miss out. But guys, there's also an app for your phone called HD Wallpapers that is amazing for background images. If you're if you're just using your phone to make images a lot, which a lot of people do, especially Instagram marketers love to use their phone to make images. A simple 4-part video marketing formula. Who is in that picture?
That's Jerry Maguire, but that's a different video. I don't need him in there. That's from a previous blog post.
See,
You'll
there
see.
you go. That's how easy that tool is. Scott just removed the background on that, and he's going to add a different background, I believe, right?
Absolutely.
So he's probably got some
Over
already
here.
loaded. Yeah, see that, guys? See on the left-hand side how Scott clicked uploads? With Canva, you can upload your own images directly into it, use them for backgrounds, modify them. I've done some really creative posting with Canva.com. Just because you can overlay those images so fast and it's so easy.
Hope that took. Let's see.
Grab the MLSP symbol there, dude.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right, that was it. Yeah, there it is. That's the one I actually want, is this right here. So you'll see right here. Drag and drop. There we go. Boom. There it is.
So he'll throw that sucker on there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Quick and easy. Okay, good. So we got our feature image, right?
Yes. Make.
Awesome.
All right. We're going to download this.
Okay, so while that's going, I mean, let's get into a little more of that blog there.
Okay.
Oh, looks like she's done.
Oh, yeah. Even though it says Snapchat. Now, it's very important to rename the actual picture that you're going to use. You need to rename that sucker. The actual name of the blog. If you don't, you're going to have problems.
So
It won't read it. So I'm going to take the actual, our keyword is what I meant. Right there.
Yeah.
Video marketing is our keyword. Copy. Come over here. Whoops.
And
So I'm going to
guys,
do
I'm
that.
gonna I'm gonna give a little tip along those lines too. Whenever you upload an image to social media or to anywhere, wherever you upload it from, put your name on that image. And believe it or not, you will actually start to rank for your own name. Like what Scott's doing is he's putting that keyword into the name of that image, and when it uploads, it's going to upload, and when Google searches or when somebody searches, they're going to see your name. It's going to start pulling up your images by your name. I think Tanya Hall gave us that tip, and whenever she uploads an image to Facebook, she will rename the raw file, with her name in it. So that way, like when people will be able to find it, and you'll actually start to rank a little higher because of it. So, and especially guys, if you're totally new to blogging, when we talk about kind of ranking, we're trying to shoot for that very first page of Google, which is the sweet spot, like of all marketing. So when somebody's searching for something and they're using these keywords, they type in a keyword into Google. Google goes out and finds that keyword. They're going to see that your post is getting attention. Your post is using that keyword. They're going to bring it up in Google for that person, and that's exactly how you get found on social media. So when I say you're going to start ranking, that's what I'm talking about. You're starting to get your content higher in the searches in Google. So, which is the goal of all blogging, is to hit the very first page of Google. Yeah, if you're totally new, I mean, this might be a new idea for you if you've never blogged before. That's why we've had several guests come on, and I'm sure Scott's going to get into a little bit about how he does his keyword research for sure. Are you going to get into that a little bit tonight, Scott?
All you got to do is just go to the keyword tool, which is Google Keyword Planner. I like to use it because it's the most free one. There are other ones out there that are paid, like you can use, what is that one by, I don't know, something Samurai.
Market
But
Samurai?
yes, that's a paid version. But in the end, what you're doing is you just need to find the keywords that Google will want you to search for. Now, you know, you touched on something right there, Miguel. It's very important. This is really important to go into, because if you're not, then you're actually going to have to find this. So if you put in the Google Keyword Planner or Keyword Tool, what is that, Planner Tool? Something like that.
Yeah, I usually just go straight to AdWords. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. That's the one. Yeah, this is a really, really useful free tool that Google gives, and I'm sure Scott's going to give a couple ideas here about how you go about selecting a good keyword. Because you can't, like, sometimes you really don't want to go up against really a search that has got tens of thousands of posts to it already, and the competition is really high, and people are paying like $5 per click onto that keyword. Um, yeah, fill us in on this a little bit, Scott.
Well, what you got to do is you just have to find the low-hanging fruit. Now, if I go here and I type in video marketing, I know for a fact that it's going to be a huge search. It's a huge search term, so I'm willing to bet that probably it's going to be a couple million. Well, you know, there's other people that are way better than me at blogging and SEO, and they know exactly how to do all the backlinking and link wheels and all this other wonderful SEO Jedi stuff, and they can make it so that I'm basically not going to be seen, and they'll be seen because they know how to do that SEO. So what you want to do is you want to go for the lower hanging fruit by actually, it's in tools, by picking long tail keywords, which is just the keyword, but it's added on a little bit more, so it's a phrase that's actually longer. You know, my internet is like way super slow, so we'll do the keyword searching for another night. But that's definitely, okay, I must have had it open. Here we go. Video marketing. Video.
You left the G off. There you go.
Get ideas. Let's see what the Oracle says.
The Oracle. You go to the Oracle for answers. Everybody goes to the Oracle for answer. Google
All
is
right.
either your friend or your enemy.
This is actually a really good keyword. It's actually only 2,900. And you can see right here on the average that it's getting, right about 3,000 searches a month. So I would actually go ahead and use that keyword. I have no problem using it. But you see, video marketing or marketing videos. Aha. So it's just the flip of the word that it means all the difference. The average monthly searches here, this is what you want to look at. Competition doesn't apply to you because, well, we're not competing because that's dealing with the actual AdWords and the money. We're not doing that. All we care about is the average monthly searches. You can see right there, just the word videos, that's a little too much. I wouldn't go for that. I would go down. I like to stick right around, I don't know what you'd like to do, Miguel, but I like to stay below 10,000.
Yeah, me personally, when I blog, I'm very specific because I'm a very niche-oriented blogger. Like my blog is nearly all Instagram info. So like all of my searches are well under. I keep them under 1,000 a month, which I think you kind of have to blog a little bit more. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Like if you're hitting a keyword with a little less traffic in it.
I believe you stand a better chance of being seen on Google because uh, there are so many keywords out there. There's so many different ways to go ahead. You're gonna be seen, especially if you're doing a couple of backlinking strategies. If you're giving yourself a little link juice, I have every doubt. Excuse me, I don't have any doubt in my mind that you're going to be seen.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've got a couple of keywords. I remember when I first started blogging, I had found like this was kind of before like I'm actually ranking #1 for a keyword that has 6 other pieces of content on it. Like, see, that's kind of a little bit of marketing humor. Like, if you don't really kind of understand that, like if a keyword has no traffic on it, it's almost not really useful for you. But if it has too much traffic on it, then again, it's not useful for you. But if you got a keyword that's like right in the middle and can pull down some traffic, like the 10, 20, 30 searches a month, that is believe it or not, that's going to convert really high. So, but when I first started blogging, I didn't really understand that, and I had picked a keyword that had no traffic on it. So like, there's only 7 posts in all of Google, but I'm like outranking the other 6 posts. So, I mean, I guess it would, if it wasn't so funny, it would be kind of a a success story type thing.
So on this, all I want to do is I want to look at the categories. This is what you want to focus on. Now, if you'll notice on here, I have this like little stoplight thing right here. This has to do with the SEO portion of the actual blog. I use an actual portion or plugin called SEO Yoast. Now, SEO Yoast is a really simple way to go ahead and see what exactly is missing to make your blog more searchable online. Now, let me bring that up. There it is. Okay, so let's put the focus keyword, video marketing. Okay, there we go, and you can see that's highlighted. That's highlighted right there. Good, because you want the URL to actually contain the keyword. And it says video marketing is the basis which you can build a 6-figure business. When you work with people, you see a pattern and you need to get over blah. There's the little edit snippet right there. That will work for me. You can see right here that, right there, no meta description, the focus keyword doesn't appear in the first paragraph, the keyword density, the images on the page do not have the alt attributes, the slug. So there are things on here that I can do to actually make this in the green. Okay, so that would actually turn this little thing. Right now it is green, but it would actually give it even more seeing on Google, or Google would find it more search friendly, is what I'm trying to say. I don't understand it 100%. I don't need to understand it. All I know is that green is good. So I'm happy with this. The content's on there. I did some spell checking earlier. I've got my main, I got to set the featured image. The featured image, again, is important. There's that title, video marketing. All right. I'll just go ahead and type video marketing. Set the featured image. There it is. Good. Now we are ready to publish this. I want to get this underway. And I like doing this with every single blog post. I do this just like clockwork, and it works out really great. If you'll notice up here, I have some buttons for the Chrome browser. One of the things that I have up here is a little thing called OnlyWire. OnlyWire is my buddy. It's actually what I use on a regular basis to promote my blog. And, you know, when it actually works, it's great. Just for the sake of this, I'm going to go ahead and log in.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's like anything can and will happen.
And this is one of those things where, you know, you realize you're an entrepreneur and you're going to have some challenges, you're going to have some barriers, there's going to be, you're learning a new skill. So, I mean, this kind of stuff definitely goes on. I mean, I know I've had my own challenges, especially lately, because I've been building my own Instagram course, and it's just been, yeah, some of the challenges that have come up have been very challenging, but yet I'm getting through them, so I'm excited.
Anyway, if this was a perfect world and I wasn't doing this live, it would work. But what you would do is you go ahead and share the blog post out there, and it says one network. Well, I actually have 50 networks. So it would go out there to 50 social media shareable sites. This is important because it actually creates a backlink that where it's actually out there on the site, somewhere out there in the internet land, and it's counting out there as an actual link back to your site. So if somebody clicks on that link out there, it's going to go back to this blog post, and that's important. Another site that I use in conjunction with that is actually SocialMonkey. And we won't do that for the sake of that because that would show my password. So SocialMonkey happens to be one of those great little sites that you can go ahead and look it up. It's a blog content sharing solution to get your blog out there, and you can see for only $7 you can share it to different sites. Yeah. I like using this also for actual YouTube videos as well. So definitely go ahead and look into this. I use those tools in conjunction with each other. And right now, if when I did the actual OnlyWire, it would have gone out to 50 different sites. So right now it would be on Google+, it would be on my Facebook fan page, it would be on my Twitter feed, it would go out to all the major, including Pinterest, which I highly recommend that you set this up so that it goes out there. Another program you can use is If Then Then That, or If That Then This, IFTT. Miguel knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good little software. The app is nice, especially. I mean, I use it for all my Instagram stuff and just post it straight out.
So let's just say, for the sake of everything working perfectly, I've already sent it over to OnlyWire. I sent it over to SocialMonkey. I got to take the link now, and I'm going to go over here to Pink Farm. I love my Pink Farm. What is Pink Farm? It just happens to be a pinging site that forces Google to recognize the fact that you actually have a new piece of content up there. Again, I don't understand the reasoning behind it, but it causes the spiders to crawl your site and to look for new content. So all I did was just take the link, send the ping. There you go. So right now, Google actually is going to go back and take a look at my site. There it is on my actual site.
So, Scott, I'm a little unclear on what that does. So that kind of you're just basically telling Google that there's a new post when you're pinging it. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So you upload URL. This ping farm sends like a little message out to Google. Google says, "Oh, ScottLindstrom.com has a new post."
Yes.
And then just kind of like tapping him on the shoulder, letting him know.
So rather than Google trying to search your site when it finally gets around to searching you, you're basically forcing Google to take a look at you and say, "Hey, I'm over here. I've got a new post."
Awesome. Very cool. So that was only Wire, right? That's like your social media distribution page, and then you also use Social Monkey for kind of a similar effect?
Yes, it's a 1-2 punch, and it adds more backlinks, which backlinks, as I explained earlier, is a way that gets you a higher ranking in the search engines because it counts as a qualified link back to your site. And Google then thinks that it's a more of authority, and it puts you up higher in the rankings.
Nice. Appreciate that.
So what you want to do is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back literally and do a little 2-minute video. I'm going to put it right here, right below my actual picture. I'm going to say, "Hey, this is Scott Lindstrom. I want to go ahead and share with you this great 4-part video marketing formula that I was just shown, and it's going to totally blow you out of the water, so stay tuned." Boom, there's your intro. Then you go right into the content, and then I'll probably give about 2 out of the 4 tips, and this will be put on Facebook, and I'll say, "Hey, if you want the other tips, head on over to my blog where you can see them." Okay? And what is that doing? That's forcing the reader that's over on Facebook, from when I actually boost the post on Facebook and put out a little bit of advertising and get it out there. I have a retargeting pixel on this actual blog. So when they come and visit this blog and they come to visit this article, they've just now have a little pixel that's been attached to them. So now I can market to them on Facebook. And you can see that right there. There's a Facebook pixel helper. And right now I've got actual 2 pixels on there right now.
Real quick, Scott, give us a quick breakdown on what all that is. Like, what's a pixel?
Okay. A pixel is a small, tiny little graphic that's literally a pixel. If you've ever heard of, like, hey, this picture is 200 by 600 pixels. It's got information on there that's actually kind of like when a person, goes and visits at a club, they slap a wristband on you, and that's so that they know that you belong there. Well, this kind of like does the same thing when you visit. It doesn't do anything malicious. It's just the information is there, and it's just kind of like you just tagged as a visitor. Facebook has a way. This is how all the major marketing entities out there, Coca-Cola, Amazon, eBay. I'm sure if you've ever been on eBay, looked at that wonderful purse, you ladies, or you're checking out something out there for your vehicle, all you guys out there, and then you leave eBay and you head on over to another site and you see sponsored ads in the right-hand side, and you see the exact same ad you were looking at. Now, it's almost like they're stalking you, but they're really not. What they did is they put a Facebook pixel on you when you actually visited the site, and so it's just basically following you. So this allows you to actually do the same thing that those large companies are doing and follow your actual followers that came to your site. That's only good for like 180 days, but imagine those people that went to your site, looked at your blog, and then left, and didn't buy anything and didn't sign up for anything, they didn't even sign up for your newsletter, you can still market to them. This is genius.
It's very clever, and there is a lot of detailed training on what Scott was just talking about. I mean, that is the bare bones of the thing. But there's tons and tons of training. So if you're interested in learning more exactly about how pixels work, how you can make them work for you, definitely reach out, get your hands on that training.
So the whole premise of tonight was just to show you how easy it is to create the content, syndicate it, get it out there to Google, and so that it can rank. You put a video on there. I know that this might be difficult for some of you, but you have to do video. If you're going to be a marketer and you want to go ahead and expand and really get yourself out there, every single marketer out there that is really big out there today does video. And it's just, all I can say is that I just went through a video course. It was awesome. So I learned a lot of stuff, and you'll be seeing more content on that later on. But if you got any questions about blogging, hey, I'm willing to stick around for a little bit. I don't see any. That's okay. But if we happen to get any questions later, be sure to answer them. No problem.
Just really quick, did you mention how is Only Wire and Social Monkey, are those paid services?
OnlyWire is a paid service. It's only $9 a month, which is so well worth it. Because you got to think, can you imagine you try to actually put your blog and put it out there to about 50 different sites manually? Here I just go ahead and upload it one time and click on it and be done with it. Social Monkey, it's about $7 a month, so well worth it. If you're going to be real serious about blogging, this is the tools that you need.
You do need a blog first, though.
Yes, you do. So it's not going to help if you don't have a blog. However, Social Monkey and OnlyWire, yes, you can use it to actually put out their not Facebook, but YouTube videos.
Absolutely.
What do you mean by that?
As far as YouTube videos, your YouTube video, if you create a YouTube video and you want to get it sent out and get more link juice
okay.
Yeah, you can do it that way too. What's
okay.
Good for videos.
So I mean, it's the same thing. It's like you're sending out your blog, but instead of sending out your blog, you're sending out your YouTube video.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Very, very cool.
Well, Miguel, that's pretty much it, man, for tonight. You got any other questions?
I really don't. I mean, I would love to get more into the writing, because I'll be honest with you. I've been out, I've spent some time blogging since the time that we set up my blog.
Right.
Remember when we did the hangout, and that was right when sites had dropped. Everything was so exciting. I was like, okay, I haven't done this yet. I haven't set up my blog. I'm not very good at blogging, and I don't like it. And I've gotten a lot better at it, absolutely. But one of the things that I always have questions about is the writing part. Is writing. So maybe what are some good resources or ways that you can get better at writing those articles? Because I know if you're on a small budget, you can't really outsource it, or maybe you can. I'm not sure how much it costs or what it costs to have your blog articles written for you by a professional. Yeah, so I mean that's always been my thing, and I've seen other blogs. I've been to blogs before where you can easily identify the keyword, and maybe because I've been trained now, I've had some experience with it now, where I can go onto somebody's blog and pick out the keyword and see that they're stuffing the keyword into this article, and it's pretty plainly obvious that they're just reusing that keyword over and over again, and it's the post is one giant capture page. So it just what are some suggestions to kind of avoid that, and then also how do you get better at writing?
Well, iWriter.com is a really good tool to use, and it's content and writing articles. And let me go ahead and just screen share this for everybody out there.
What do you mean by content writing articles?
I'm going to show this to you, and it will all of a sudden become clear. There you go.
Awesome.
High quality custom content for you for as low as $1.25. Can you actually afford $1.25 for an article?
Wow, that's really cheap.
Okay. Build your own client base, earn up to 80 to 500 words once promoted for the ranks. Write as much as little as you want each day. So basically, you can actually become an iWriter. You can actually write content, or you could actually get content. You can order it. Now, what I just heard that Mark uses is he wanted a fast way to actually do blog posts. But he wanted to have original content, and he wanted to come from him. So he decided to go and use a site called rev.com. Now, you can imagine if you can create a 2 to 3 minute video, you can turn that 2 to 3 minute video, spend $1 per minute, and actually transcribe it into an actual blog post. You clean it up, take out all the ums and ands out, and what you got left with is content that you can actually put up there, and also put up the video with your content.
And that's revshare.com?
I'm going to bring that up. Rev.com, I think that's
okay.
what it is. There it is. That's the one. Transcription's $1.
So so what you're basically saying is, like, if you're shooting a video and you're talking about this topic, you can have that video, the audio, transcribed into text, right?
Yep.
And use that text to create a blog post.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Do you have to kind of clean up the keyword?
Well, you would actually to insert the keyword into that, or and take out all your ums and ands, and because it's going to copy everything you say. So you're going to just tweak it just a little bit and send it out there with a video.
Pretty quick and done and easy. That's awesome. Hey, thanks for the tips, Scott. I appreciate that, man.
No problem.
Because I know that was one of my challenges really early on, was learning how to write correctly for blogging. Yeah, like I said, I've gotten much better at it, and I think my articles now are less. They seem more natural versus kind of this like weird robotic stuff. So I'm happy about that.
Awesome.
Cool. Parting thoughts, my friend.
If you haven't started blogging, it's not too late, and you need to keep doing it on a regular basis. It's very important that if you choose to do a marketing with any platform, what it is. Miguel's got Twitter, or not Twitter, he's got Instagram. He's focused on Instagram. You need to be focused on one thing. Master that one thing, and then you can move on. Get 10 leads on that one platform, and then move on to the next platform. I like blogging, and I like video. Those are my primarily methods of marketing. So if I could go ahead and just give everybody just a little parting advice, content every day in some form. Send it out there to the masses, and at least blog at least one time a week. 1 to 3 times a week.
At the very minimum.
Yes.
If you're a beast, if you're a total beast, you go every day.
Absolutely.
That's
Do
awesome.
a 90-day blitz.
Scott, do you mind if I share a little bit of your story, man, about why you're at where you're at right now?
Absolutely.
You do mind? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, let him tell it.
No, go ahead, Miguel.
Don't let me tell it, or do you want to tell it?
Let him.
I'm waiting. If you guys can't tell, I talk a lot.
I forget what we were talking about.
Well, honestly, man,
The surprise.
Well,
The good news.
Okay, here we go. Guys, I'm going to just say this. Okay? We've been doing this hangout for, what, 8 months?
Yeah.
9 months? We've had a baby. But, guys, I got to tell you, Scott was working in a place where he had to travel 4 hours or more to get to a spot to do this hangout because of the situation he was in. But now he's no longer in that situation work-wise and is now able to be home with his family, be on this hangout, and without driving that 4 hours. Now, if you don't really comprehend or understand exactly what I'm saying, we've been watching this. Like, Sam and I have been watching this guy broadcasting from Starbucks. We've been watching this guy on trains, like constantly on trains, going from Southern California to Northern California so he could get home in time to do this hangout. That is commitment. That's doing what it takes to make it go right. Like, if you could learn a lesson from that, it is that. You do what you have to do to make the things work. Like, nothing's going to stop you. This guy literally broadcast from a grocery store one time. He was in a grocery store while we're doing this live hangout. Like me, I'm at home. I'm in the same place every day. Every week, I'm right here. Sam's right where she is every week. But not Scott, man. You never knew where that guy was going to be. But he made it work. He showed up to do the thing every single week. And I got to give you mad props. That's why I just wanted to tell that story and let people in, let them have that small lesson, because it is a lesson. It's not many people would do that. A lot of people would quit. Plain and simple. I just wanted to put that out there and say, right on, dude.
Thanks, man. And I want to tell everybody out there, if you don't think I didn't think about quitting before, you got another thing coming. I did. There was times where it just didn't feel like I could keep going. But you know what? You get a vision, you get a goal, and you just press on.
Absolutely. With that, guys, Sam, unless you got any parting thoughts before we jump off.
I don't. I just wanted to say thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing all that information. Yeah, Scott definitely knows his stuff. I'm a little overwhelmed, but that's okay.
Watch the replay, Sam. You'll be all right. You rock. Thank you so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Yep, Live the Dream's going to be sick. Can't wait. Okay, guys. All right, everybody that's watching. This is Miguel Fuentes. That's Scott Lindstrom. That's Samantha Rodriguez. We are the Dream Team. Have a good evening.